Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Today we're going through the Scorpion part of the EOP. As I said in yesterday's Craven video, going through these in solo. This is the 6th installment of these videos. If they are helping you out, please leave a like. That would be massively appreciated and it really grows the channel. If you're new here and you like MCOC content, I'm trying to upload pretty much daily, maybe occasionally missing the odd day, but due to other external circumstances. But yeah, if you are enjoying it, please do subscribe, please leave a like. I'd massively appreciate it. So let's jump into Scorpion, the issues that you might face while coming against him, and good counters. So Scorpion has a few annoying nodes. As I said in yesterday's, he's probably, out of these, he's probably the third hardest, second easiest, depending on how you look at it. He's got the slow learner node, so after the attacker uses a special attack, if you don't use another one within 15 seconds, if you use a special attack, if you use another one within 15 seconds, you will get a Petrify debuff. This, obviously, the way that Scorpion works, this does regen him for a bit of health, and it can also mean that you end up dying quite quickly. You will also not be able to get any power gain from the parries, which is, the enhanced parry power gain gives you. So you want to try and not get that Petrify on you, because otherwise you will just end up not gaining any power. Also, if your power ever empties to 0, you do suffer 240% of Scorpion's attack as damage, which is pretty large. That's obviously a large chunk of damage. The way you can do this is to just hold your SP3, take a burst of damage from sort of the big, large burst damage. Or you can sort of continue to hold it and just play this fight as normal. So beating the buzzer is the reason you want to do that SP3. That's when if you fill a bar of power, if you have 8 seconds, if you don't use that special attack, you are dealt 50% of your health. So that's why what you want to do is you want to save up your SP3. Don't throw your SP3, just hold it for the entire fight, take that 50%, and then you're basically fighting Scorpion with 50% health. Somebody with regen works. Again, Ultron, very useful for this. He regens his from at 50%, so you will be able to get some damage back. Or other champs who have regen in their kit are also very useful. You've also got, whenever you purify attack a debuff, you get a burst of degeneration, dealing 40% of your attack. So you want to try and not bring purifiers on here, like a Crossbones, as he will make it that little bit more tricky. But the good thing is landing a critical hit adds 2 to your combo meter. This means that once above 20, Scorpion will no longer be able to do the Scorpion Sense Evade, and he has that protection on him as well. So there are a lot of buffs, not of nodes on this Scorpion. He is quite a fat Scorpion. However, I think he's maybe got more than you, there's more words there than there is actual things in the fight. It is just about parrying for that power to get your power up. You constantly use that parry to get to 3 bars of power, save your special 3, and then take that 50% hit and just play on the fight from there. Somebody who is poison immune can be useful with this, and Overseer works quite nicely. But it's not absolutely necessary. Somebody with regen is also really helpful. But apart from that, that's mainly a lot of Scorpion's nodes. We'll jump into the Carina's challenges spreadsheet in a moment, just before we talk about who would be good counters. So for the Scorpion, good counters can come in. Overseer is a very good counter. I-Bomb can be useful, but obviously I-Bomb, Scorpion can be immune to that poison. Champs like Hercules, again, will work fine for this fight. But like I said, you just want to bring in champs who can take that 50% hit, do quite a lot of damage, and then and basically try not to take too many hits and get above that 20 hit threshold, so you no longer can evade your attacks. So let's jump into the spreadsheet and talk Carina's challenges through a little bit further. Hello guys, so we're at the Scorpion spreadsheet here. In the greys, as always, we've got the issues that this Scorpion fight will cause you. Parry for power, That's not so much an issue, but a recommendation. Parry to get that power up to the SP3 quicker. Avoid 2 specials too quickly, as it will give him give you a petrify, which will regen him. Get to 3 bars, take 50%, and carry on with 50% of your health left. Regeners will really help this out. And that's mainly it for the greys. We've spoken about in the first part of this video, so hopefully you guys have a good understanding. Like yesterday's video, I don't know. I don't think I've got any gameplay for this. I'm going to go back, as I said, and have a look. I'm doing this sort of all in one, so I'm going to have a look before tomorrow's Icarus video. If I don't have any, then I will try and add some in, or go back through it. Hopefully I've gone back through EOP by then, but right now when I'm recording, I don't think I would have. So let's jump into where the Carina Challenge champs requirements and see which champs work, and then if we've got gameplay, that would be amazing. So again, spiders, Stealthy and Starkey. Stealthy is useful because he's got he can take out this Scorpion relatively quickly. He does have the slow, meaning that you're not getting evaded, although that evade does go after 20 hits. And then Starkey, because you can take him down quite quickly. Again, I would say any of the spiders work for this. I probably wouldn't recommend any individual ones, rather than just whoever you're comfortable with. They can probably go in and do it. Again, take the left side. It should help you out a lot easier. Miles can also work for this because he has that... he will go invisible during his special attacks, which means if you can sort of get away, counter with a heavy, it does work really nicely. Then in the robots, Omega Sentinel and Ultron. Again, Omega Sentinel absolutely smashes this fight. You take the 50% health, but then I believe you can regen from the poisons that he puts on, or from your regen. Same with Ultron. Ultron will regen when he's put at below 50% health, so he will regen up after you get to those 3 bars. So that will just give you that extra little bit of bit of a safety net, bit of extra health, which is really useful. They're also both immune to poison, which works really nicely for this fight. CGR is good because you can just nuke this Scorpion, go in, nuke him, revive, go in, nuke him, revive. Basically do that 3 or 4 times. If you're doing enough damage, you should be able to take that Scorpion out absolutely nicely, quickly, and with limited revives. CGR does work. Gallon is also a good option, but I would say CGR is probably better for that Scorpion. Then with Ghost, obviously with Ghost, I probably would recommend against the Crossbones, because obviously he's shrugging off, given that Scorpion extra abilities. Ghost is good. She can turn those petrifies and poisons, whatever he's putting on you, into furies, doing big damage. Very similar to CGR in going in, doing lots of damage, taking him out, and then having to use a revive, go back in, take him out, take a lot of health, go in, use a revive. Basically, same as CGR. With Ghost, then we've got Red Mags. He's very luck-based, because what you can do, Scorpion is obviously metal, get to your SP3, throw your SP3, hope you don't take the burst damage when at your SP3. Hope you don't take that burst damage. You've got like a 30% chance, I think, of not taking it, more than 50% of your health against a metal champ. That's why I've got luck in brackets. It's quite luck based. You want to get very lucky. Hope that you don't take that damage. Do it again. Hope you don't take that damage. Do it again. Hope you don't take that damage. 3 or 4 SP3s with lots of prowesses should do you for Scorpion, and will absolutely melt him down. So that one is a little bit luck based. If you don't want to do that with Red Mags, you can go in with Omega Sentinel again. Omega Red or Jugs. They both can work for this. Jugs obviously has that class disadvantage, so I probably recommend against him if you've got Red Mags. And then finally, She-Hulk. A good way to do this is to let him use his special 1 or a special 2. Get to a perfect place with his special 1 where you've got the spacing right. Counter with a heavy, preventing any unstoppable, and basically just you'll find yourself ramping up quite a lot of furies, ramping up big damage, and in the end you'll be doing massive chunks of damage with that She-Hulk. She'll take out a lot of this fight for you. She's also immune to poison, which is perfect, and works really nicely for this. Scarlet Witch can work, but again, I would highly recommend She-Hulk. If you get that spacing right, she will take this fight down quite quickly. Not too many revives will be needed, and you should fly through it very quickly. So let's jump into the little bit of gameplay we have here. I did manage to find gameplay for this, the Icarus one and yesterday's Craven, which you would have seen. So that is absolutely perfect. So I've gone with 2 clips here from when I fought it. It was one with Gallon, just to show how effective he can be at sort of taking out a chunk of health. This is amazing for if you're really struggling with one, for example. The Scorpion I wasn't necessarily struggling with, but the champs I'd gone in with, I hadn't given too much thought. I'd gone in, I jumped in, I rushed in. But you'll see here that I managed to take off, you know, a good 8-9%, which in the grand scheme of things, you know, quite useful, allowed me to do quite a bit of damage. The problem here was once I should have thrown my SP3 there. Instead, I for some reason let him chuck his, just even if I could have done an extra 2%. But yeah, Gallon's good at getting that big chunk off. But yeah, I've also tried with Kitty. I went in again with her. This was after a little bit more practice. The way I tried with the Scorpion was very much get to the 3 bars of power with Kitty Pryde. Get the protection off as quick as possible, because personally for me, I was just trying to, you know, chop him down as much as possible. But then once I got to 3 bars of power, watching that little grey timer in the top left, and then the good thing with her is obviously she can't take any damage while in her phase. So you can see there, the timer ended. I got to my special 3, but it didn't make a difference because I didn't take that 50% burst of damage. So with the revives, they were quite handy here. This works perfectly if you've got a Kitty Pryde, because obviously you can phase her. It's a bit more tricky if you bring in other champs, because either you have to play the node normally and take that chunk of damage, which means you are then going to need to heal your champs up. But for this, I would say that's sort of the way this fight has to go, or you have to fight it normally and not throw too many specials in a row, but also throw enough specials. It just, yeah, it ends up being a bit of chaos. So this fight is relatively tricky once you've gone down once. As you can see there, I just take a big hit, and this Scorpion's really annoying. As I said with She-Hulk, good option. With that SP1 right at the end where he slaps his tail, if you can get a good spacing and you can hit him with a heavy, you put that slow on, and you also do build up those Furies for nice damage. That's just a little bit of a clip of a fight to show you what that Scorpion's like, how you take that big damage, which you saw from, well, you didn't see that from Gallon because he threw his SP3, but you know, how you can take a big chunk off with Gallon, but also with Kitty Pryde, you can sort of bypass that node. So hopefully this video has helped you out. I would really appreciate a like and a comment if it has. Apart from that, again, please do subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Goodbye.